Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Referral Exchange Networking's Business Success Fertilizer application. We know it always isn't easy to compete with companies that are bigger than us and have more resources. However, we can compete with them in knowledge. No one can tell you how much you can learn, how much you can know. And that is a competitive edge that you can have against any competition. That's why at Referral Exchange, we always seek to educate our members so they can get just that little bit of competitive edge. So let's get right to it this week. I actually have a special fork. Yes, I said fork. It's small, it's black. It has 3 thin tines and a wooden handle. It's actually older than I am. It's not worth anything, but to me, it's worth a lot. It was a fork that my mother used when she was cooking. Again, nothing special, but whenever I touch that fork, I think of her. She died when I was in my 20s, so she's been gone a long time, but I still think of her when I'm cooking. Most of us have something that functions like this in our lives. It's a phenomenon called the endowment effect. Psychologists define the endowment effect as the tendency people have to value items that they own more highly than they would if they did not belong to them. In the 1980s, as part of his strategy to rescue Chrysler, Lee Iacocca, the CEO, decided to do something no car company had ever done before. He offered a 30-day money-back guarantee for any customer who was not satisfied with their new Chrysler. Everyone in sales and marketing was aghast, with visions of cars being returned en masse, resulting in significant financial losses. The number of cars returned was less than 0.2%. Now, why did this happen? Well, it's not like they were really great cars. In his blog, Sean Muhammad, writing about this marketing ploy, explains it like this. The 30-day money-back guarantee helped the consumers to overcome the resistance to buy the car. Once they bought the car and brought it to their home, their perspectives shifted as they became the owner of the car. They unknowingly began to treat it as part of their family. They began to form pleasant memories while using the car. Consequently, the customer began to view returning the car as a loss. Psychologists explain that we form a cognitive bias once we develop a feeling of ownership. This is the endowment effect in practice. Once the car became their car, it gained in value, due simply to the fact that they owned it. They sat in it, they touched it, they spent hours behind the wheel. In business, the endowment effect can be a powerful asset and marketing tool. This is one of the reasons why repeat business is such a big part of any successful enterprise, and why we are often so eager to refer to someone. It's the "I've got a guy" principle in action. We mentally consign a sense of ownership to people we frequently do business with. My accountant, my insurance guy, my financial advisor, my web guy, my real estate agent. This is the primary reason why networking is so successful. Once we get to know and like someone, we want to help them, so we share our resources with them. Another way to reap the benefits of the endowment effect is by giving something away. This creates a feeling or a need for reciprocity, or quid pro quo. You gave me something, so I should give you something. This works with free coaching sessions, free 30-minute phone calls, free ebooks, etc. Promotional products are another great way to initiate the endowment effect. By giving solid, touchable objects, besides quid pro quo, you're also creating haptic memory. Haptic being the feeling of touch. Once we touch something, we immediately begin to own it. Once we own it, it takes on more value, which subconsciously adds value to the person or the business that gave it to us. This is especially true with things like free samples of cosmetics. The soothing sensation of applying skin lotion is a great example of using the sense of touch to create that haptic memory. The sense of smell can be a powerful memory trigger, whether it's a perfume sample or fresh baked cookies at an open house. Whether you're recommending your guy, offering a free coaching session, or giving away a free coffee mug, we should always be on the lookout for any opportunity to employ the endowment effect. Oliver Wendell Holmes, Associate Justice of the Supreme Court from 1902 to 1932, said, "Nothing is so frequent as to mistake an ordinary human gift for a special and extraordinary endowment." Well, all right, that's it for this week. I hope you got something out of it. If you'd like to talk about anything you just heard, or you'd like to know how you can grow your business by joining a referral exchange networking chapter, or even how to start your own chapter, reach out to me at raustin at Referral Exchange Networking. That's exchange with an X. And if you'd like to be notified whenever we post another educational video, subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner of this video. All right, folks, I hope you got something out of that, and see you next week. Bye-bye.